Welcome to a new segment of the Anne Arundel's Most Wanted TV program. We are starting this month, for the very first time, a new segment that focuses on small businesses joining our chambers, our Pasadena Business Association, and other organizations in Anne Arundel County and Annapolis. With me is our very first guest, Linda Zahn from the Greater Severna Park Chamber of Commerce. Linda, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
This is kind of neat because normally, the first part of our show talks about looking for wanted people, and a lot of times our wanted people have broken into businesses in Anne Arundel County.
That's very true.
And what the idea behind this part of the show is to give it a positive light on the businesses that flourish in Anne Arundel County and businesses that we want to join your chambers. So with that said, let's talk about the Greater Severna Park Chamber of Commerce. When did you all start?
Well, we started back in 1957. We've been around for quite a while. A gentleman named Walter Winkelmeyer started us back in 1957, and actually his daughter, Betty Winkelmeyer Wells, is still a member of the chamber today.
Very neat.
Yeah, it is.
Now, does she have a business in Anne Arundel County?
She owns a piece of property on B&A Boulevard. It's an office building, and which she keeps regularly rented, and she has some wonderful tenants in there. So she's still very actively involved in the business community. Yes.
Very good. Now, what was the idea behind starting this? Do you know where he was thinking? What he tried to accomplish?
Well, as best I've ever heard, I think he just saw a need for a business organization to pull together retailers and businesses right in Severna Park so that they had a voice and could work together on projects to promote business.
Now, we're going to get into your history and what some things you have coming up, but you have a couple important pieces of information we want to get out to our viewers. First, your website. What's your website address?
Oh, our website is www.severnaparkchamber.com.
And a telephone number where they can get a hold of you?
And our telephone is 410-647-3900. And I'll go ahead and throw in an email while I'm at it. It's info@severnaparkchamber.com.
Now tell the viewers what your address is, where you're actually located.
Well, that's an interesting story, too. We're located at 1 Holly Avenue in Severna Park. We're in an historic building there. It's one of the older buildings in Severna Park. And running right behind our building is the B&A hike and bike trail. And the gardens around our building are part of the Hatton Register Green, which is now part of the trail system. So we're in a very historic and very pretty place.
Very good. Now, how many businesses actually belong to the Greater Severna Park Chamber?
Oh, over 600.
Over 600. That is great. Some of the services you provide, what is a benefit for a business to become a part of a chamber?
Well, there are a lot of reasons to join your local Chamber of Commerce. A Chamber of Commerce promotes business in its area, and we have a lot of networking opportunities. We're a legislative voice for business, an advocate for business in a lot of ways. We have events. We do joint networking events with other business organizations to give you a broader scope. We have a successful women in business group. We do seminars every month. We have a Business Bites program, which gives you a bite of lunch and an informational speaker every month. We have 4 general membership events a year, and we always have wonderful speakers for those. We do 3 trade fairs. One of them focuses rather on businesses that are looking to market to the senior population. We just have a lot of different things that we can offer. When a new business comes into the area, we do a ribbon cutting, and certainly you're very aware of those because we always have your support for those events.
Absolutely.
For whenever a new business opens or business expands or has a reason to celebrate an anniversary. We publish a 15,000 copy business and community guide, which I brought along today, and our goal there is to get the names of our members out into the community, so we distribute that door to door to every home in the area. So we try to do as many things as we can for our businesses.
And I like the support because every time that members of either myself or Deputy Nicer or Major Rick Tabor goes to a ribbon cutting, I notice that a lot of the members of the chambers show up there in support of the new businesses that open up, which is really neat. And people always say, well, what are you doing at these ribbon cuttings? And you've heard this line a million times. But I tell everybody that I really consider the Sheriff's Office part of the safety net here in Anne Arundel County, the safety net that the businesses in the community rely on all the time.
Very true.
And I tell everybody that we live in a very safe community, But that safety net is comprised of the police department, the sheriff's office, the fire department, the Maryland State Police, and the Annapolis City Police Departments. And all of us together try to provide a seamless safety net, and it seems to work very well because, like I said, we live in a very safe county. So the ribbon cuttings are really neat, though. It gives a chance for the business to show off, to say, here's what we're all about, you know. And I also like it because, again, the other businesses who are part of the chamber show up and say, hey, we're with you, you know,
Right.
good luck. So